Okay. This is awful, said Jane. Your mother must be told about it at once. Now she thinks that the matter is serious and it should be brought into the notice of the owner of the inn. Who is Mrs. Sangral? Mrs. Sangral is the mother of Clovis as well as the owner of the inn where Jane is staying. My mother mustn't hear a word about it. Now Clovis says that please don't inform my mother about it, and it is very serious. He requests Jane in a very serious manner. It would upset her dreadfully. She will be annoyed. She will be sad about it because the reason he gives, she relies on Sturridge for everything. Sturridge is the name of the servant. According to Clovis, who is having delusions about Jane. Delusions, false beliefs against Jane, that she is having the, having something wrong, and he compares Jane to Queen Anne. But he might kill me at any moment, protested Jane. Protested, objected. Means she says, if I'm not going to inform your mother, he may harm me, he may even kill me. That is, she was showing her objection against Clovis's request that his mother should not be informed about this episode. Not any moment. He is busy with the silver all the afternoon. Don't worry, he was busy washing all silver utensils all the afternoon. Busy with the silver means washing, cleaning silver utensils. You will have to keep a sharp lookout all the time and be on your guard. Means you should protect, you should always keep an eye, said Jane. To whom? To Clovis. It's a dreadful situation to be in. Dreadful again, fearful. It is really risky, and it is taking the peace of mind that you are staying with somebody who may harm you. With a mad butler around you. Butler, the chief servant of the house. Means if a house is having many servants, the head of those servants is termed as butler. But I am certainly not going to cut my visit short. Now here is the humor. She's told about everything. The Sturridge is having delusions. He's taking her as dead as Queen Anne, but still the lady says that she's not going to reduce the duration for which she was supposed to stay here. That is, you can underline this whole line, but I'm certain not going to cut my visit short. That is, reduce the period she planned to stay. Reduce the period she planned to stay. And we were told earlier by Mrs. Sangraldi, she never stays less than for a period of 2 weeks, for a duration of 2 weeks. Okay. I'm repeating the meaning again. Reduce the period she planned to stay. The next line. It was in the hall next morning after a late breakfast that Clovis had his final inspiration as he stood removing rust spots from an old putter. Putter stick used to play golf, a golf club. Inspiration, that is timely idea. Underline inspiration and write timely idea. Rust, you know. Old putter, a golf club. Suddenly he was cleaning something. That is the golf, old putter, the golf club. Because rust was there, he was using some oil to clean it. And he looked at something and he got a sudden idea. His final final multiplication to his trick. Where is Miss Marlett? He asked Sturridge, who was at the moment crossing the hall. Means where Clovis was sitting and cleaning the old putter, Sturridge was crossing through that hall and he asked him, where is Miss Mal? So Sturridge replied, writing letter in the morning room, sir, said Sturridge. Morning room, a place normally people used to sit in the morning, read newspaper, have tea. That room or that particular place they have termed as morning room. Now he builds his idea. She wants to copy the inscription on the old basket hilted sabre, sword with a handle which is covered with a basket. Means design is like a basket, so a person using that sword must not get a wound on his fist. It is to protect. It is used to protect. Okay. The inscription, something inscribed, engraved, written on it. Okay. Basket hilted sabre, basket shaped guard on the handle of the sword. Basket shaped guard on the handle of the sword, said Clovis. Pointing to the sword hanging on the wall, it must be some old sword used as a decoration piece. It was hung on the wall like old mansions have. Mansion is a very big house. So this must be a mansion because they are using it as an inn. They are allowing people to stay. I wish you had taken to her. My hands are all over in oil. Why his hands were all over in oil? Because he was cleaning an old putter. Okay. Take it out, the sheath, it will be less trouble. Sheath is the cover of the sword, the case in which it is put. In Hindi we call it myan. A close fitting, underline it, sheath, and write a close fitting cover for the blade of a sword. A close fitting cover for the blade of a sword. It is the, you can, in short, you can say the case of the sword, but that is not, that will not be appropriate. You can write a close fitting cover for the blade of a sword. Butler followed the instruction. He drew out the sword from it. And the butler drew out the sword and carried it into the morning room. Now he was walking with the sword towards morning room. Imagine if you have a fear in you that other person is going to harm you and that person is unknowingly carrying a bare sword towards you, what will you feel? You get scared. That happened to Jane. There was a door. The butler drew the sword and carried it into the morning room. There was a door near the writing table leading to the back stairway. Jane vanished through it. She escaped in a such lightning rapidity that Butler doubted whether she had seen him come in. Now she escaped in fraction of seconds that Butler was not sure whether the lady or you can say Jane has seen him or not. Butler was not sure, but the lady saw him with the sword coming towards her and she vanished from the back stairway. Half an hour later, Clovis was driving Jane Marlet and her hastily packed luggage. Hastily, hurriedly, in a quickly, very soon. She must have put her clothes without folding and every cosmetic and shoes and whatever things must have brought to that in a hurry, quickly, in a hastily packed the luggage to the station. Clovis said, Mother will be awfully vexed when she finds you have gone. Awfully, again, extremely vexed, annoyed, disappointed. Vexed is annoyed or disappointed. He observed, noticed, marked. He observed, noticed, or marked departing guest. Departing, who was leaving? Who was leaving? Jane was leaving. But I will make up some story about an urgent wire. Wire is referred to telegram or a sudden message from someone. Having called you away, no need to alarm her unnecessarily about Sturridge. Unnecessarily, needlessly. Jane sniffed slightly, means she was now believing that Sturridge was going to kill her. That's why she left the place and she sniffed. Sniffing, drawing up air in an audible, which is audible through nose, like like this. This is sniffing. Slightly, that is in a small amount or small degree, at Clovis' idea of unnecessarily alarm, because according to Jane, it was very urgent to inform Mrs. Sangrel about Sturridge's behavior, but Clovis was not ready to tell anything because this was not a fact. It was a trick used by Clovis to make Jane Marlet leave the inn early. However, the miracle lost some of its usefulness from the fact that Dora wrote the same day, postponing the date of her visit. Wrote what? Wrote a letter. To whom? To Mrs. Sangrel or to the inn, that she is not going to come on Thursday, but she has postponed her visit. But at any rate, but anyhow, Clovis holds the record as the only human being who have ever hustled Jane Marlet out of timetable of her migrations. Migrations means to leave and go. Here it is referred as departure. Hustled means forced or put pressure. In your book, meaning is written put pressure. You can write another word, forced. How he forced? He forced her by cooking up a story that Sturridge is taking her as dead as Queen Anne. Okay. Now, I'm reading out the green part to you. Hector Hugh Munro, better known by his pen name Saki, is widely considered as as a master of short story. His extraordinary short stories are a mixture of humorous satire. Satire is used to expose stupidity, comment. Irony, I've already told you, and the macabre, that is causing a fear of death, causing a fear of death, in which the stupidities and hypocrisy, that is a practice of claiming to have high standards. Right? I will repeat the meaning. If you missed, don't worry. A practice of claiming to have high standards. A practice of claiming to have high standards. Macabre, causing a fear of death. Satire, it used to expose stupidity. Conventional, regular, or based on what is generally done. Regular or based on what is generally done. So here we have completed this hen, and you won't get reference to context from this chapter. You will get direct questions. It will be mentioned in your assignment also. So you have to read it again. And now you can ask me if you have some problems.